How do you find the will to fight back against a world that wants to keep you sedated, average, and stuck in plates? Join us for the tools and strategies you need to create a life of abundance, discipline, and high achievement. This is the Tactical Empire with Jeff Smith.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Tactical Empire. I'm back. It's been quite a hiatus. I wanted to go ahead and hop on here and record an episode because I wanted to let you know what's been going on. So one thing that I did since the last episode is I kind of wanted to revamp the show. Originally, it was called the Tactical Empire because I wanted to teach and coach people how to tactically reverse engineer the lifestyle that they wanted for their lives and kind of what I built personally for myself. Because professionally, personally, family, travel, all the stuff that I do has been built over years and years of thoughtful, intentional actions and kind of being deliberate about what we're saying yes to, my wife and I, and what we take on in our family life and our personal life, and then how that aligns with like where we're going, what we're doing. And I thought the show kind of had gotten away from that because I was bringing people on. We were doing more of an interview status or interview format. And I don't want to say I didn't really like that. I just really didn't think it was as valuable as what I was trying to put forth with these episodes. If we're going to pour into them and invest a bunch of time in them, I want you guys to get a lot of value out of them. I mean, I appreciate you spending time here listening. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to produce more episodes. They may be shorter in length, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to coach and teach and talk about things that are going on currently with my clients that I have, and then other things that I may want to talk about. Basically, it'll be more of just me teaching and speaking and ranting sometimes, I'm sure, but it's not going to be an interview every single time. And that's not to say I won't bring people on to explain to me what their specialty is and how they can help you. But I am going to be very selective in the guests that I bring on because I want them to align with what we're trying to do. So the guests are more like going to align with wealth accumulation, asset accumulation, and cash flow production, maybe tax strategies, things like that. So if there's interviews and I'm going to bring them on and I'm going to do Q&A format with them so that I can ask questions that would be pertinent for you guys. Because I do want this show to be a valuable show, an educational show, because I think that more than anything, financial aptitude needs to grow, leadership needs to grow, family values, all this stuff needs to be thought about on a regular basis. And I don't think people do enough thinking with intention for what they're trying to do. Most people live their lives in a reactionary way, and I don't want you guys to do that because I truly believe that every moment you have on this planet is a moment that you were meant to do something special. And I think that if more people had the confidence to go out and chase their dreams and live the life that they prefer to live or want to live or dream to live, the whole world would be a better place and we'd leave a better world for our kids. So that's my mission. That's what we're doing. And the other thing I've been doing for the past few months, we haven't recorded an episode since August, and this is December 1 right now as I record this. So it's been a couple months, but I went back and I have been working on my personal coaching program. I have a men's coaching program, leadership performance program that's for exactly what we're talking about: accumulating wealth, living the life you want to live while being a great husband, great father, and doing everything and not having weaknesses or chinks in your armor. So I don't want great businessmen that are shitty fathers and shitty husbands. So, because I've done that, I've been that person in the past. So I lead a group coaching model where we've got a group of men, a tribe or whatever, that meet weekly, and we coach and teach on principles and values and have a like-minded community. And then I also have just stood up, and this is what I've been working on to an extent, a one-on-one coaching program that is a year long, where I'm taking on a couple men that want to kind of really plug in with me and take their business and their life to the next level over the next 12 months. And I've got a few of those clients already. I've got 2 more spots left of what I'm willing to take on in 2023. So if you're interested in that, DM me. If you're willing to invest in yourself, and I'm going to invest in you, time and money and resources and travel. So it's a pretty cool program I've developed, but if you're interested, just let me know. Besides that, like I said, I mean, we are going to be working on how to develop a intentional life that you are desiring to live, right? And as we head into 2023 and the holidays, there's no better time to get started right now than to work on yourself, ultimately, because that's what it's all about. Like, the macro results are all a result of your micro behaviors. And the first thing is getting intentional on what you want to be doing and what you think is serving you. But at this time of year, the best thing you can do is reflect back on where you've come from and what the previous year has, what kind of growth you've went through, what kind of adversity you've faced, and where you've come over time. And I think that's important, because you always want to have that sense of gratitude, because when you get caught up in life, or we get caught up, is when we're just pushing more and more and more, and it's on to the next thing. You achieve, you move on, you check that box, you move on, and you don't want to get stuck in that cycle. So you have to take a moment and understand your wins, because you've come a long way. There's no doubt in my mind. Now, I'm a big data guy, and I like analyzing what I've done. So over the past 4-5 years, I've been kind of honing in my specific framework on what works for me. But that comes with testing and evaluating, reflecting. What do we need to add? What do we need to drop? Stuff like that. And I'll talk about that in more depth throughout different episodes. But I've been working on this for quite a while. I've been coaching business owners since 2017, I believe. We have owned a gym for 11 years. We sold it in May of last year, or this year, I should say. This year, got rid of it in May of this year, and it's kind of loosened me up to kind of take on new endeavors. So we're still doing real estate investing, traveling, but I am coaching those different programs. And I started coaching for another program, Two Brain Business, which was gym owners. So I've been in the fitness business space and coached service-based businesses for whatever that is, 5 years, and run a couple different masterminds through there. So that's been really fun to kind of broaden my scope and deal with all the different issues that come about in entrepreneurship, right? So my background is special operations, and so leadership and those discipline principles of what delivers results were very easy for me to come up with over time. And it's something I really enjoy, and I'm passionate about holding people accountable for producing results and getting what they want or what they say they want, and then really diving in and analyzing if what they say they want is actually accurate, because your actions have to follow through so that you can identify if that's true or not, right? So that said, that's a little bit of my background as far as where we're coaching. I'm kind of all over the place with this, but I just wanted to get an episode out because wanted to let you guys know where I've been, wanted to let you know what we've been doing. But going forward, the Tactical Empire is going to be about developing the mindset, developing the discipline, investing in certain things that are going to give you the results that you want, because I am a firm believer that you could absolutely, if you get focused enough, you can absolutely change your entire life in 2 or 3 years and do whatever you want to be doing. I was working still for a Fortune 50 company. I worked in financial services after I got out of the military, and I worked in financial services for 18 years, and I was doing that up until 2018, I want to say, 2017, 2018. So my life has changed dramatically in 4 or 5 years. I mean, we've bought a significant amount of real estate. We have multiple businesses. My wife owns her own business. I own a few businesses that I run. We've got these coaching groups. I run a couple masterminds, like I said. And so just being intentional and focused about what you want and where you're going and what is your priority are the starting point to develop the life that you want. And that is just, I'm a huge believer that people are stuck in their ways and they won't take the leap on their own because of fear, because of public perception, because of ingrained thoughts and beliefs that they have brought through childhood, their money mindset, whatever it is. But I want people to break those chains and understand that they can do, be, and have whatever they want if they're willing to grow into it. And sometimes it is investment of themselves. I mean, I'm an avid reader. I wake up every morning and I read multiple things. I listen to Audible. I have just books and books and books that I mow through. And I think that is just vitally important in your growth process. Because one of the things that you don't understand is that probably you don't know what you want until you are exposed to more and more things. And most people don't read enough books or even articles on the internet or watch enough YouTube or research different things. And I'm not saying watch YouTube to drone out on things, but like you have to explore different skills so that you can develop valuable skills. Ultimately, going forward, I mean, the economy has changed dramatically since 2020. It changed before that, but since then, specifically, like what's coming in the next few years is ultimately the people with the skills are the people that are going to rise to the top, and they're going to shine, and you're going to be able to write your own ticket. So skill development, understanding what's important to you and your family and your spouse and like what their dreams and goals and visions are just vital. I mean, that's what we talk about extensively in our group is getting on the same page with your spouse, understanding that you guys have shared goals, not operating in a silo, not going to work and being all stressed out about work and coming home and just not communicating, sharing, understanding, and just living in kind of a bubble while life goes on around you with your kids growing up and having a average marriage or below average marriage, whatever that looks like to you. Like that was just not a life I was willing to settle for. So I knew there was a better way because there's people doing bigger and better things, right? So you have to just seek out that knowledge, and then you have to grow. And sometimes that growth is painful, but it's definitely worth it. And I'm just getting started on my journey myself. So like it's very exciting, but I want people to know that wherever you're at right now, you don't have to be stuck there, because you can have everything you want. So if you're feeling stagnant, there's a reason for that. And it's probably right in the mirror facing you. So do something about it. Take a step, exercise, read, save some money, acquire some knowledge, take up a new skill. There's a million things you can do, but shoot me a message if you want to chat. I'm happy to. I'm excited to get this thing rolling again and start producing more episodes for you guys. Let me know if you have specific questions. I'd love to hear them. And otherwise, we will talk to you very soon. I appreciate all you listening. Shoot me a message anytime. I'd like to hear about your journey and what you're trying to do. Talk soon.
Thank you for listening to the show. Make sure you subscribe, leave a review, and share with a friend. We'll see you on the next episode of the Tactical Empire.